Okay, so what I've got here is a Netbeans project for a Java program I've been working on called Pickcaster. And what I want to do with Pickcaster is make it really easy for the end users to run it. So I want them to be able to download it from the website as a jar file and just run it straight away. Or I want them to be able to copy it to their computers and basically run it really easily. One of the problems I have is that I'm relying on these external Java libraries, and when we compile it, Netbeans will separate these out into a libs folder, which means that the users would normally have to copy those files into the folder structure to be able to run it. We don't want that, so this tutorial really is about integrating these back into one Java file. So what we're going to do is just pop up to the Run menu and clean and build this project. When that's done, I'm just going to open Explorer and pop through the file structure to find the Pickcaster folder, and you'll see it's created a folder called dist. If we go in there, we can see there's the Pickcaster program jar file, there's a lib folder for holding these external libraries, there's a readme.txt, which we're just going to go ahead and delete, so we don't need that. So the first thing we'll do is pop into the lib folder. Here you'll find every library jar file that your project's relying on. What we're going to do is just go ahead and rename all of them from .jar to .zip. Then what I'm going to do is double click on the first one to pop in there. You can see the folders that make up that jar file. We don't want to copy the meta-inf, but we want to copy every other file. We just pop up to the dist folder again and paste those into here. This first one is JNDNS. It's a little bit strange, there's repeated files in the folder structure, so it's going to ask me what to do about that. I just click replace the files. You shouldn't get that with most of the Java libraries that you're using. So once that's copied through, pop back into the library folder, and we do exactly the same with the other library, just copying it back up into the dist folder there and pasting it in. Okay, so now that's copied, don't really have any need for the lib folder anymore, so let's just tidy it up. Get rid of that. And then we take our program file, so our pickcaster.jar, and we do the same thing, so we rename that .zip, go in there. This time, we want to copy every folder in here, including the meta-inf. Back up into the dist folder. There we go, and we no longer need that .zip file. Next we want to pop into the meta-inf, just double click the manifest. We want to take out these two lines, the X comment and the class path, like that. Just close that and save. Back out to the dist folder. So now we want to select all of these folders. We right click, just send to a zip file. Then we've got meta-inf.zip. Take all the folders here, so we no longer need those because they're in the zip. So we'll just delete those. And lastly, we'll rename meta-inf.zip back to pickcaster.jar. So now we've got a single jar file that contains our program, and it contains the libraries that we're relying on. So this then I could put onto the website for someone to download, or someone could run it on their computer. Just to demonstrate that, if we open up a command line, just navigate into our project folder, so into Pickcaster, into dist, we can see our jar file there, and if I run it, there we see the program start without the reliance on the libs folder.